The nature of service. Introduction. Services are activities or processes aimed at providing value to customers without producing tangible physical goods. In the modern economy, the service sector has become a primary driver of economic growth. At the macroeconomic level, advanced economies in 2023 generally exhibit dominance of the service sector in their GDP, gross domestic product, structures, significantly surpassing physical goods sectors, industry and manufacturing. Below is a summary based on available data. The United States. The service sector contributes approximately 77% of GDP, encompassing activities such as finance, healthcare, technology, and entertainment. The remainder comes from the goods sector, industry, manufacturing, and agriculture. The European Union. Services contribute over 70% of GDP in most member countries, including Germany, France, and Italy. These economies are strongly based on technology, tourism, and financial services. In Japan, around 69% of Japan's GDP originates from the service sector, reflecting the significant role of financial services, technology, and consumer services in the national economy. In general, advanced economies rely on the service sector as the primary contributor to GDP, reflecting their transition from physical production-based economies to knowledge and service-based economies. At the microeconomic level, service processes are a primary focus for enhancing customer satisfaction and competitiveness. Operations management in the service context involves managing elements such as time, customer interaction, and service quality. Heiser et al., 2020. Optimal service processes must be designed to efficiently meet customer needs without sacrificing quality.
Key characteristics of services. 1. Intangibility. Services are intangible, meaning customers cannot evaluate them before use. According to Lovelock and Patterson, 2021, services cannot be touched or stored, making consistent delivery crucial. Service providers must build trust through tangible evidence such as brand reputation and customer testimonials. 2. Variability. Services tend to vary due to their human-dependent nature. The circle theory, Parasureman et al., 1988, forms the basis for understanding this variability by measuring the gap between customer expectations and perceptions. Heiser et al., 2020, suggests that queue management and data-driven demand prediction approaches can mitigate the impact of demand variability on service efficiency. Training, standardization, and quality control are essential to maintaining consistent quality. 3. Inseparability. Service production and consumption often occur simultaneously, emphasizing the importance of customer involvement in creating the service experience. The Service Dominant Logic (SDL) theory by Vargo and Lush, 2004, explains that value is created through the interaction between service providers and customers rather than from the product or service itself. Value is co-created, meaning customers play an active role in creating that value. Pine and Gilmore's, 1999, experience economy theory highlights that products or services are evaluated not just for their functionality but also for the experiences they create for customers. These experiences become the primary source of service differentiation. 4. Perishability. Services cannot be stored or inventoried. Services cannot be produced and stored for later sale. Strategies such as capacity management and price flexibility can help optimize service utilization. Approaches to optimizing service processes. 1. Service process mapping. Using tools like service blueprinting to identify critical steps and potential waste in service processes. This mapping aids in visualizing and analyzing workflows, Patricio et al., 2018. 2. Lean service. A management approach focused on eliminating waste in service delivery. Lean principles can reduce non-value-adding activities, such as wait times and redundancies. The waiting line theory helps analyze customer wait times and design optimal queuing systems, Berman et al., 2020. 3. Technology and automation. Adopting technologies such as chatbots and queue management systems can reduce customer wait times and enhance process efficiency, Su et al., 2021. Six Sigma approaches can be applied to reduce variation in service processes, improve consistency, and minimize errors. For example, document processing errors were reduced from 10% to 2% within 3 months using DMAIC analysis: define, measure, analyze, improve, control. 4. Capacity management. Strategies such as flexible workforce scheduling and using historical data to predict demand help manage capacity efficiently. 5. Personalization and segmentation. Customizing services to align with customer preferences based on segmentation data can enhance customer satisfaction without significantly increasing operational costs. The ServQual and ServPerf models measure the gap between customer expectations and perceptions of received services, while ServPerf focuses on actual service performance. Case study: implementing efficient service processes. According to the findings of Su, Z, Wei, Y, and Bai, Y, 2021, a hospital used process mapping to identify bottlenecks in patient flow. By applying lean principles, patient wait times were reduced by up to 30%.
In this stage, let's take an example of a restaurant as an example to design the service process, where the process will be carried out from the execution of the order until there is feedback from the customer. Number 1 is identifying customer needs. In identifying customer needs, companies need to conduct a survey on customer expectations and customer preferences in choosing a restaurant, where the survey and identification process aims to identify the key characteristics of the service that customers desire to help design the service experience. The results obtained from conducting surveys and identification can be: do customers want fast service like in fast food restaurants, or a more personal dining experience like in fine dining restaurants? Or, do customers want self-service options, or are they more comfortable being served by staff? After conducting the survey and identification stage, the company determining the level of customer contact. This step is to conduct an analysis of the consumer contact level to determine the level of sales opportunities and process efficiency, where there are 3 main points that are taken into consideration in making the assessment, namely, buffered core system, permeable system, and reactive system. Number 1 is buffered core system. At this level, the service process is completely separated from the customer, so that the customer has no direct interaction with the service system. Food is prepared in a centralized kitchen, cloud kitchen, and delivered directly to the customer via a delivery service. The main characteristic of this system is that interaction with customers is very minimal, so that the opportunity for additional sales is low because there is no direct upselling. An example of this system is a restaurant based on online ordering through GrabFood or GoFood merchants, via website or via email. Number 2 is permeable system. In this system, customers have limited access to the service system, for example via telephone, application, or self-service, where customers can order food via mobile application, website, or self-order kiosk in the restaurant, but customers will pick up their own orders from the service counter. The characteristics of this process are that there is little interaction between customers and restaurant staff due to the use of technology when ordering. The service process is more efficient and faster, and there are opportunities for additional sales through digital promotions or recommendations from automated systems. A real example that uses this system is McDonald's with a self-order kiosk, touch-screen order kiosk, in front of the outlet where customers place orders and payments directly in the system without having to queue in front of the cashier. Number 3 is reactive system. In this system there is direct and full interaction between customers and service staff, so that customers have a significant influence on the service process, where customers are served directly by restaurant staff, starting from ordering food, menu recommendations, to serving food. Even customers can request menu adjustments, such as special requests for diets or allergies. Characteristics of this system: lower level of process efficiency due to interactions that can slow down the process, questions about menu recommendations, and even customer requests that must be confirmed by service staff to the kitchen to fulfill customer requests. However, in this process the opportunity for additional sales is high because staff can upsell, for example, offering desserts, additional drinks, or special menus. A real example of this system is a fine dining restaurant, eat at the restaurant, such as a boba steak or sushi tea. Number 3. Designing services process or service blueprint. Once the company has decided to determine the restaurant model based on the level of customer contact, the company can create a standard service process or service blueprint, where at this stage the company outlines the process steps from placing an order until collecting customer reviews. Let's take an example of a company that chooses to become a full-contact restaurant or fine dining. In the flowchart we can clearly see the step-by-step process that occurs since the order, payment, until to the collection of reviews of the restaurant's services. In addition, we can also see the efficiency of the process at the blue line process. If the takeaway service is carried out compared to customers who choose to eat at the restaurant. Number 4. Designing capacity and resource planning. Unlike companies that sell a product, service companies do not have inventory or stock. So the capacity of service implementation and the availability of service support resources such as manpower, work equipment, and food raw material providers are very important to monitor their availability. Furthermore, the company can conduct an analysis to determine the capacity requirements for the resources required, such as technology, employees, equipment or tools, and also raw material requirements. In terms of technology, for example, how companies integrate technology to improve customer service efficiency, reduce waiting time, minimize errors, and increase speed of service. For example, using mobile apps order food and make payments digitally, or self-order kiosk, so that customers order directly via touch screen. The same goes for labor and equipment. Restaurants determine service capacity based on high customer demand during a given time period. This is to avoid under or overcapacity. For example, if a restaurant is often full during lunch or holidays, the restaurant might consider adding tables, adding staff, or encouraging takeaway services. Along with labor and equipment, restaurants also consider adding raw food ingredients, or alternative suppliers of raw food and beverage ingredients to avoid shortages in supply of ingredients. In order to provide the best service for customers and minimize the risk of errors in the work process, the company must establish work standards and work rules that are in line with the processes that have been created, or in other words connected to the service blueprint. In addition, the company is also able to determine strategies to overcome customer variability. This aims to increase customer satisfaction while maintaining efficiency. Similar to collecting customer reviews, providing feedback on customer reviews to evaluate service performance.
Next, service design is the backbone of how businesses deliver value to their customers. It's not just about the products, but the entire customer experience. Today, we're diving into 3 major contrasting service design approaches in operation and supply chain management. Let's break it down. First, the production line approach, made famous by McDonald's, focuses on efficiency, consistency, and scalability. Every step in the process is streamlined to deliver the same quality and experience, whether you're in New York or Tokyo. Next, the self-service approach. This model empowers customers to take control, whether it's withdrawing cash at an ATM or using a kiosk to order food. It emphasizes cost efficiency, convenience, and round-the-clock availability. Lastly, the personal attention approach, exemplified by the Ritz-Carlton. This design prioritizes highly personalized experiences, creating long-term relationships with customers through tailored services and attention to detail. These service designs, production line, self-service, and personal attention, illustrate how companies cater to diverse customer needs. By aligning design with strategy, businesses ensure exceptional service delivery. Ever wondered what makes a service system truly effective? Let's dive into the 7 characteristics of a well-designed service system. First, a great service system ensures consistency with the firm's operating focus. Every step aligns with the company's goals, driving strategy forward seamlessly. Second, it prioritizes value communication, showing customers the quality and benefits of the service, leaving a lasting positive impression. Third, robustness is key. It ensures the system withstands fluctuations in demand and always maintaining reliability. Fourth, seamless integration between back-end and front-end operations prevents any gaps in service delivery, ensuring a smooth experience for customers. Fifth, structured for consistency. It ensures the employees can deliver sustained performance with realistic workflows. Sixth, a user-friendly design simplifies interactions, with clear processes and accessible tools for all customers. And the last, it's cost-effective, delivering great outcomes while minimizing wasted resources. With these 7 characteristics, businesses can build systems that deliver excellence, reliability, and satisfaction. Based on the research by Chong, Liu, and Mashrawala in 2022, this research in production and operations management, effective service designs are critical for balancing customer bargaining power, aligning with strategic fit, and optimizing supplier performance. Let's explore how these factors play out in contrasting service designs and their impact on operational efficiency. To start, we focus on 3 key concepts. First, customer bargaining power, customers' influence on pricing and terms. Second, strategic fit, how well suppliers align their capabilities with customer needs. And supplier performance, measured by profitability and responsiveness. Let's break it down by service design based on this research. First, the production line approach, used by brands like McDonald's, emphasizes speed and consistency. Strong strategic fit here can offset customer demands. Next, the self-service approach, common in ATMs, is cost-efficient but sometimes inconsistent. Aligning offerings builds loyalty. And the last, the personal attention approach, seen in luxury services like Ritz-Carlton, drives loyalty through high personalization, even with higher operational costs. Here are the key implications for businesses. First, balance efficiency with customer needs to ensure satisfaction and operational success. Second, invest in strategic fit for long-term, sustainable performance. Third, continuously assess alignment with evolving market dynamics to maintain competitiveness. Ultimately, service designs are the blueprint for operational efficiency and competitive advantage. Inspired by research, let's shape smarter services for tomorrow.